Hi, this is Prince Oladipo Jirola. Today, I welcome you in the name of Oyoiwa. May the blessings of Oyoiwa be upon everyone listening to this video. Just a Greek impact on Torah Hebrew language as seen in Yoruba language. A Greek impact on Torah Hebrew language seen in Yoruba Hebrew. So the Hebrew language that we, the Yoruba, are speaking today. So what are the impacts of that confirms the impact of Greek language that our ancestors were there when the Greek colonized them, when the Greek colonization was there, and some of the things we are still speaking today are actually from the product of the Greek impact. So we'll be looking at that. I've mentioned it in one video in the past, but we'll be looking at that today. Direct translation, that is transliteration of the word iti philole is pushing your care onto, that is sharing your care with another, sharing your care, your concern with another. So the sharing your care with another of the master, that is Adani, was called Jesus, that Yeshua. So it's we English today call it the prayer of the Lord, but it is the prayer of the Adani, that is the leader, the master, which Yeshua is the lead, is our leader and our master. So while working on the ancient Hebrew, I was opportune to see some of the Greek words, and I discovered that yes, this is how some of these words that we have in Yoruba today is how they came to be. They are from the adopted Greek words. Those words were adopted and they became part and parcel of the local Yoruba Hebrew community language. And so we'll be looking at those words one after the other. So hi, welcome. So this is what we are dealing with today. Iti ifilole, that is the sharing of one's care with another, of Adani, that is the master. So let's go straight to the teaching. So the first word we're looking is this. This is the ancient. There's a Greek word from Greek dictionary. So we're looking at these, and then this is the word forgiveness. Forgiveness, and the ancient Hebrew for that is wa imuku ilo. Wa imuku ilo. So imuku is take away, the taking away. Ilo is penalty, that is a warning. Penalty, that is penalty for crime, penalty that is judgment, penalty, punishment. So penalty is the punishment for a particular wrong that has been done. So the word forgiveness is imuku ilo, that is imuku means to take away, that they're taking away of punishment, they're taking away of penalty. And from my understanding, those that understand Yoruba language, is when somebody is being warned, is I mean, you are being informed of the penalty and the punishment that is behind what you're going to do. So when a parent is warning the child, don't do this. If you do this, I'm going to flog you. So what you are telling the child, this is the penalty for what you want to do is flogging. The punishment is so there's punishment for what you want to do. If you do it, I'm going to flog you. So that is so Yoruba say okini ilo. That is, he was giving him warning. That is telling him of the penalty, the punishment. So he was giving him, it was informing him, it was that is informing the child of the punishment and the penalty behind such actions, the actions that the child want to engage in. So, and that is ilo, that punishment is a law. That penalty is a law. So now forgiveness is the taking away of penalty. Wa imuku ilo. So praise be Oyoiwa, who is bringing this understanding unto us this day of perfect understanding of the ancient Yoruba, ancient Hebrew words. And now, the word in Greeks is this is the word that the Greek use, and it is, well, the original, well, I can't read that, but transliteration is afiemi, transliteration, but phonetic is more like it, afiayemi. Afiayemi. That means there's y here, but there's a word that the Yoruba use, which is exactly the same thing, like more deceived like this. The Yoruba will ask, they will say, fiyami, afiyami, afiyami. You know, the A and the A sound, Yoruba use it interchangeably. So afiyami, is what Yoruba use when they are begging for another, when they are pleading for somebody to be forgiven. They will now say, or now the way they use it is afiyami, kò ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́, eléyìí tó ṣe yìí fiyami. That is, this person he will not do it, he or she will not do it again. This one that he has done, fiyami, that is, give it up for me. Give it to, that is, give it up. That is, they want the person to forget about this matter. That is, he should look at them for their own sake. That is, for my sake, please let it go this time. Next time you repeat it, you can flog him, you can punish him very well. But this one, just forget this one. Let it be on me, and let's forget. And when you see the meaning of this word here, afiyami here, to send away, to bid go away, that is to send forth, yield up, to expire, is actually the same thing. To let go, let alone, let be, disregard, leave, not to discuss. That is, let's forget this matter. Let's forget, to omit, to neglect. I'm here now, to omit, to neglect, to let go, give up a debt, forgive, to remit, to give up, to keep no longer. So this is exactly afiyami, and fiyami. So this word, that word fiyami, is not part of ancestral Yoruba language. That is, it's not the ancient Hebrew language. So afiyami is actually adopted Greek word, a Greek word that has been adopted into Yoruba language. So afiyami. So it is word for forgiveness, and it means exactly the same meaning that the Greek are still using. That is what it is. It is to forget, to give up, and on a particular wrongdoing, or whatsoever something as someone has done. So this is the first one that I noticed, and from this, it is clear that it will take. I think this should be another department, and is the effect of Greek on the ancient Hebrew language, seen in the Yoruba Hebrew that we are speaking today. So this is afiyami, is a Greek word that the Yorubas have adopted and has been used and is still in use today. So let's go for the second word that I noticed. Now this is the second. Let's look at this first. This is the second word, and it is used here in the word no. This is here la. So here wa la, that is, and never. So throughout the ancient Hebrew, through my study, I've seen that when they are trying to emphasize and emphatically say no, all the word they use is la. And in Yoruba today, yes, that word is still in use, but not very common. That is, using the word la as for no. It is only when they are talking about a very strong no, and secondly, La onkose. La emikose. So it is when, especially when it is when those talking are those that are good Yoruba speakers, and they are really talking about intense word, intense no. That's when it is majorly used. But the one that is basically being used most of the time is ma. Instead of saying la, tí ìbọ̀yọ ẹni wá lọ sínú ìdánwò. Even in the Yoruba prayer, for this prayer, the one that Yoruba, in the Yoruba Bible, is má ṣe tì wá lọ sínú ìdánwò. Ma. So that word la in the ancient Hebrew Yoruba, the ancient Hebrew la, which is Yoruba, which is the ancient Yoruba language, and has been replaced with ma. Ha. So, and that's what I noticed here in that Greek. So the Greek word for no is this, and the transliteration is me, which is well, I think this might be a. No, I've not studied Greek language, so or just so this is me, and then this is a or a. And well, we know the Yorubas, the way they use the a and a together. Now, first thing, here sound like me, and this is a and y. May, maybe a or r. So now we're looking at the two. First thing, there is a in Yoruba language, there are some people that use me lo, me she. That may, that word may is also no. So the Yoruba adopted it from Greek language. And now some of the Yorubas also, now that word now say ma instead of me. Some adopted the word me as for the no, and some adopted it as she, ma lo. That is no. It means it is talking about don't, do not know. It is a no, 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 no. The when they use me, when they use ma, and even another one is me. Now law means go. Me law, that is I'm not going. Me she, not doing. So you can see that so the Yoruba have even taken over the word. They've owned it, and they've break it down. They've owned it, and they've even redefined it. So now, so the word me law also has me law, me she. But the ancient the Greek word, the word that was adopted from the Greek is me. Now you can see here me, and so but the Yorubas have taken that word, that is the ancient Hebrew, our ancestors during the time, and this most of this adoption actually happened during the time of Oyo Washua, that is before Christ, when Alexander the Great conquered the Jews, and so and they call it conquered, and they call it Palestine, and so they adopted a lot of Greek words, and these are the words, and they adopted it, and they use it in the way they want, just the way they use their own languages, and so we have me, which is no, which is me lo, me she, and that word me is the one that's standing out also as me. So some of them use it as me lo, me she, me she. So that word me is also from this word me. Then the other one is the one they use R instead of A or E. Or the me in A in me, E in me. Then malo, mashi. That is do not. Do not. So the difference is me is talking about I. Me, lo, I'm not. I am not. Me, lo, I am not. Me, she, I'm not doing, I'm not interested. Me, she, I'm not interested. But when they use as ma law, that is do not go. So that has changed a bit. Do not go. Ma she, don't do it. So it's as if you are telling another person not to do something. But the word me is no, that is I am not, I am not, I am not. So so that is the Yoruba Hebrew today. So the Yoruba we are speaking today has been affected. That is the ancient Hebrew language that the Yorubas are speaking today has been has adopted a lot of Greek words into it, has adopted and established those Greek words. And this adoption and this establishment is not now, because we don't even know. The Yorubas today, the Yoruba Hebrew speakers today don't even know what they are speaking. They just know this is what we met our parents speaking, and we don't know the source. But this is the source. Like the our ancestors are ancient Hebrew people, and they've adopted a lot of Greek words into the Hebrew language, and then so the Hebrews we are speaking today has a lot of Greek language into it, and now so this shows that uh, praise be Uyoiwa, because this confirms our true identity, that we are ancient Hebrew speakers. Our ancestors, they adopted the Greek words, and then those Greek words were established in our languages, and we don't know. We just speak what we saw our parents speaking. But well, this research work is revealing the ancient Hebrew language as our language, and it's also showing the impact of the Greek adoptions that we have in our words that are so the impact cannot really be overemphasized, and I think it is a study on its own, and I think in Yoruba Torah research we are going to have a department that will be the department of Greek language, impact of Greek language on the ancient Hebrew, from the ancient Hebrew language of the Torah. So you can see, so that is the second word that was noticed during the study of Iti Philole, of Adani, that is the sharing of one scale with another by Adani. So let's go pull down this. So the last one, looking in this particular teaching that was noticed, and is this word, or in the original transliteration, amatia, amati, amartiha, and oniti, onite. So the word oniti, onite, so it is a word Yoruba use in prayer, but the phonetic is more like amatia or amatea. Yoruba use the word oniti, onite. It means to lose value. And otiti, otite, that means something has lost worth. It has lost value. It is no more in it has lost quality. That means it has derailed. It is no more, it is not perfect. It has missed the perfection, the mark of perfection. And actually this is a word used in place for sin. Now in that prayer, the ancient Hebrew word for sin is iko ibawi, iko ibawi, that is for the rejection of the instruction, rejection of instruction. So that is the word for sin in the ancient Hebrew. But in the Greek word for it is this, amatia, or then amatia or amatea. Now, so these are the adoption of this word into Yoruba language is amatia, amatea, and Yoruba still use it today. And yeah, otite, omate. Now they use this word to tell somebody that want to do wrong, as if you are warning them. Now, when somebody when a child is saying, "Hey, I will do it," I will want to do a wrong thing, want to be stubborn and stubbornly say, "I'm going to do this wrong thing," even though you don't want me to do it, I'm going to do it. The parent will say, or the other person will say, "Omate, omate," that is, you are going to you are going to lose value. You are going to become rubbish. Uh, and they also use it. And I said they use it something that lost value, when a salt or food that has lost value, that has spoiled, that is no more good again. So they use it to word. And now let's look at the Greek, what they say about this word. to be without share, to miss the mark. So you can see it's the same thing. Amatea, just as the way the Yorubas are using it. So these are Greek words that have been taken, adopted by our ancestors, and it has become part and parcel of our language. So the Yoruba we are speaking today is Hebrew language with various adoption of Greek words. Now, to miss the mark, to err, be mistaken, to miss or wander from the path of uprightness, and honor, to miss honor, to go wrong, to do wrong or go wrong. So is to miss, to wander away from honor. And there's a word from a particular film, and so old film like that. Fade Yolorun say mutite mi odumbe. Mutite mi odumbe. Like he's talking himself as a salt. And now this is another thing. It is in the Torah that Oyo Iwashua, that is Oyo Iwashua, Jesus, compare we human beings, say we are the salt of the world. So now it shows that the Yorubas also, they have that saying in their mentality, even though they've lost in touch with the Torah, they have it. So they see themselves as salt. So when things happen wrong, the next thing the Yoruba man will say is, motite mi odumbe. That is they have lost value. They cannot sweeten a soup. So they refer themselves as a salt. Now, salt is what they use when they are cooking. They use salt to give taste to soup. So when a salt is sour, that is that it has lost its power, its taste, it has lost its flavor. Then the salt is useless. They say otite, the Yoruba will say otite. So this is actually the word, this Greek word. So that salt has entered amatea. So it has lost word. So that salt cannot sweeten the soup again. So now these Yoruba men, even idol worshippers, these traditionalists, the traditionalists of today, or normal Yoruba today, they will say yes, they have lost value, they cannot sweeten a soup. So just as the Oyo Iwashua, Jesus, using the proverb that we are salt, when the salt has lost its value, it is not useful again. It can only be thrown away. So that word, so that proverb is the ancient Hebrew proverb, and is still among the Yorubas today. So they say when something negative happened to them and they felt they have lost value, they have missed their word, said motite mi odumbe. So now, so that is it shows that mind, that understanding, that teaching of Oyo Iwashua is engrafted into them. So they see themselves, even though they've not studied the Bible for a long time, but now it is gone. It is gone along the generational line. They see themselves as salt. So when something, and they are supposed to sweeten to make things good in their environment, but when they lost value, they said, I want to tell mi odumbe. That is, they cannot sweeten it. They can no longer sweeten. They can no longer be used for sweetening. And so now let's go to wander from the law of God, violate God's law. 2, let's look at this 2, which is done wrong. That which is done wrong, sin, and offense, violation of divine law. 3, collectively, the complex or aggregate of sin committed either by a single person or by many. So this is the third word, amatea, otiti, and otiti. The word T is used when they for ear braiding, when they braid their hair and the hair is no longer tidy, it's already loosening. They say otitia. That is, it has lost honor, it has lost what, it has missed the standard mark. So now, so these are the Yoruba, Yoruba Hebrew that has been speaking, that has adopted. So Yoruba Hebrew has adopted a lot of Greek words in the ancient Hebrew language. So the Yoruba Hebrew we are speaking today is the ancient Hebrew language with adoption of many Greek words. And and it is going to take a long while time to be able to identify all the Greek words that have been adopted into the ancient Hebrew language to arrive at what we are speaking today, and that we call Yoruba Hebrew language. So I will call it Yoruba Hebrew language because we are Hebrew and the language is Hebrew. We've adopted a lot of Greek words because we were colonized by Alexander the Great, and even during the Roman, it is the Greek that was still being used, and that has done a lot of it has done a lot of damage in that we cannot even identify. We cannot say, yeah, this is the Greek impact. But praise be Uyoewa, by this research work, we are able to see what this is: the ancient Hebrew language, the raw ancient Hebrew language, the raw ancient Hebrew language as spoken by our ancestor. And then we can see, and we can also see from this the impact of the Greek language, those Greek words that have been adopted and have been established into our language that is that we now speak today. So we have seen two. We have seen. So this is the third word we've seen. So as the research work is going, so we'll be seeing a lot. And by the grace of Uyoewa, there's going to be a department, and so that department is going to be dedicated into the study of this particular, that is the Greek, the impact of the Greek on the ancient Hebrew language to arrive as seen in the Yoruba Hebrew we are speaking today. So thank you very much. May the blessings of Uyoewa be upon you and your household. So one more, this work from here are free. Most of these teachings and things have been done freely. So your support, your sponsorship, assistance is will be really appreciated. And you can write in this video. You can, if you interested, you can see the phone number, the WhatsApp phone number. Contact us, and then we'll direct you on how to be a blessing to this assignment and to this research work. Thank you very much. And if you're planning to come for a visit, well, we're still working on that. The site for this research office is well, there's work going on that, and very soon we'll be ready to we'll be opening up so that we can receive visitors on site. And so we'll be expecting many people to turn on then and come for a visit, so that we can also have a physical class and we'll study together, and then the online class too. May the blessings of Uyoewa be upon you and your household. May the one who protected Abi-Are-Omo, that is Abraham, Iseokueke, the one they call Isaac, the one English call Isaac, and then Oya Okoibi, that was turned to Oya Shiriala, and now Jacob, that is Jacob, turned to Israel. So may his presence be upon you. May his mighty hand establish you and enlarge you in the name of Yeshua. But one thing we should also always not forget, that is Uyoewa, the one our ancestor entered into covenant with, is a righteous one. He is holy and he is pure. So his desire is for us to obey him. So the most important thing we must do his will. Yes, we are choosing. Our ancestors were rejected because of disobedience, so we should not continue in disobedience. If you continue in disobedience, we will enter into Amateha, Omati, Omate. You will lose value in the face of Uyoewa. You will lose value, then we will become useless to Uyoewa. Omati, Omate, you will become useless in his hand. So I pray that you receive the grace to do his will and continue to be useful in his hand. I pray I receive the grace to always do his will, not to go outside his will in anything. I receive the grace to always continue in his will, so that he may continue to be useful in his hand, to sweeten and to be a blessing unto you and to the whole generation yet unborn, in the name of Yeshua. May the blessings of Uyoewa, Ibuirekun Uyoewa upon you and your household, in the name of Yeshua.